stood there, not able to comprehend what he was saying. The captain simply could not grasp what was happening, nor could he understand the problem. All he could do when the mob broke into this rage was to take Paul inside the castle. He thought that since Paul was a prisoner, he would find out the truth about the whole matter by whipping him. Paul appeals to his Roman citizenship. Verse 25. And as they bound him with thongs, uh, Paul said unto the centurion that stood by, Is it lawful for you to scourge a man that is a Roman and uncondemned? Paul is being misunderstood all the way around. The Jews thought he had brought Trophimus into the temple, and he hadn't done that. The captain thought he was an Egyptian who was a riot leader, and he wasn't that man. Notice who he is. He is a Hebrew who can speak fluent Greek. Also, he is a Roman citizen. He now appeals to that citizenship to escape the scourging of a prisoner. Verse 26. When the centurion heard that he went and told the chief captain, saying, Take heed what thou dost, for this man is a Roman. Then the chief captain came and said unto him, Tell me, art thou a Roman? He said, Yeah. And the chief captain answered, With a great sum obtained I with a great sum obtained I this freedom. And Paul said, But I was free born. This captain, you see, was an ex-slave. He had saved his money, and somehow he had got the money to buy his freedom. He is advanced in the Roman army, so that now he is a captain. He is amazed that he, as a prisoner who is a Roman citizen who was born free. Verse 29. Then straightway they departed from him which should have examined him, and the chief captains also was afraid after he knew that he was a Roman, and because he had bound him. On the morrow, because he would have known the certainty thereof, he was accused of the Jews. He loosed him from his bands and commanded the chief priests and all his council to appear, and brought Paul down and set him before them. The captain finds that he has a remarkable man in his hands. He is a learned man who speaks Greek. He is not a common crook by any means. He is a Jew, but he is also a Roman citizen. The captain says, I am not going to treat Paul like a common criminal. We will have to hear a hearing to find out what the charges are against him. Another cliffhanger. So the captain arranges a hearing before the chief priest and all their council. I guess this chapter should have ended at verse 24. Notice that Paul had many assets, which made him suitable to be the missionary to the Roman Empire. He had a worldview. Greek trained had prepared him as the cosmic Christian. He was trained in the Mosaic system, which prepared him to interpret it in the light of the coming Christ and his redemptive death and resurrection. Not the least of his assets was this Roman citizenship, which finally opened the doors for him to visit Rome. So that's where we're ultimately headed, but you'll have to wait until next time to find out the rest of the